Goals. We got 4 of them, as Jay says, in the end. Let's hear from the man who got goal number 2. It's Jeremy Frimpong.
Well, Jeremy, well done. It's job done and into the hat for the next round. What did you make of the performance tonight?
Yeah, I think it was a good performance. We went out there and we gave it our all and we won 4-1, so I'm proud of the team.
Great goals as well. Let's talk about yours, because spotted you in the warm-up. You with that left-footed, scored one in the warm-up prior to the game. You just cut inside, seen it, yeah. Didn't escape us.
Yeah, man.
Fancied it in the game.
Yeah, I feel like I got a bit of stick back home against Arsenal when they said instead of like passing it to Flo, I should have shot, So I just thought this time I'm just gonna smash it. But yeah, I just wanted to shoot and I took the chance.
It obviously meant a lot to you getting the first goal at Wembley, but the first here at Anfield with the family's feeling for Liverpool and everything else.
Yeah, exactly. So this is my first goal at home. Yeah, it meant a lot to me because obviously I've been injured for most of the time in Liverpool. So to score this goal was really like a relief,
And the impact you've had in games since you've come back as well, a new position. I know it's not a new position for you, but a new one that we've seen you in. That must be a great feeling to be impacting games the way you have after that frustration.
Yeah, I just want to help the team. I'm going to use my ability, I'm just happy to be on the pitch and just play football, really. So, yeah, I'm happy.
Positives were some great goals tonight, players on the comeback trail as well. Which was the pick of them for you aside from your own? Wait.
I think maybe Dominic.
Yeah.
That goal was a banger. So Flo's was good as well.
Yeah.
So between them, yeah.
He doesn't want to pick. I'm just looking at some of the stats for tonight where Dom is concerned. It was an eventful night for him, but 100 plus passes, 1 possession 10 plus times in a single game, scored a goal as well. Nobody's done that in all of the major competitions this season. How much of an impact has he had, do you think, for Liverpool this season, Dom?
Dom is an amazing player. The first time I played against him was when he was at Leipzig, and I could tell he was a great player and he was going to go to a big club. No surprise, he's at Liverpool, He's a big impact for us, He's everywhere on the pitch. He can play any position, I think. And his work rate and his attacking ability, defending ability. Yeah, man, we're just pleased to have him.
They were game, weren't they? Barnsley certainly made a game of it early on. They don't look like a team that's 17th in League One.
No, they're really good. Obviously, we don't, how can I say, how do you say it? We don't, like they're a good team. We're not like saying they're League One, so we're not gonna try. But like they were really good. So yeah.
This is such an important competition, isn't it? You've had that experience of winning trophies everywhere you've been, but the FA Cup has that mystique, and it's a competition you want to win this year.
Exactly like how you said. Everywhere I've been, I've won everything, and that's what I want to do here, man. That's why I play football. I want to win trophies. So yeah.
Well done tonight, mate.
Thank you.
Top man.
Tell you what, you'll struggle to find a more entertaining interviewee than Jeremy Frimpong. He is an absolute live wire, cracking character, the kind of guy, Jay, I imagine you love having in the dressing room.
Yeah, listen, again, taking going around the 21s on a daily basis, and you can see the character he has around the coffee bar, going out to training. He's always laughing and joking, but obviously when the football starts, he is serious and he loves it. But you need people like that in your dressing room. Absolutely. They make your day-to-day life in the world of football enjoyable. They make it fun. They give you memories. And yeah, he looked at Pete there as if he fell in love with Pete.
he was slightly looking at him like that, wasn't he?
Yeah, man.
He's a character though, Tomo, isn't he?
And it is. It's lovely, and it's quite true what Jay said. You need different characters, but you need some fun characters. You need sort of lively characters in there, because you're with these lads nearly every day. So it's no good having the same characters, everybody really serious. He looks like a really good, fun guy. Yeah, he's a serious guy, and a serious man, but he has absolutely been terrific. I just hope it continues with him.
Absolutely. You could tell the relief. I think he said it himself as well, getting his first goal here at Anfield, how much it meant to him, Jeremy Frimpong. Let's talk you through what the fourth round of the FA Cup looks like. Now Liverpool are safely through. The Reds actually were in fact the first team out of the hat. They will play Brighton here at Anfield on Valentine's Day weekend. Elsewhere, Stoke hosts Fulham. Sunderland's reward for winning at Everton is an away trip to Oxford United. Southampton face Leicester. After beating Nottingham Forest on penalties, Wrexham are at home again, this time against fellow Championship opposition in Ipswich. Arsenal, they will play Wigan. Liam Rosnior takes Chelsea to his former club Hull, and it's Burton Albion versus West Ham. What about the rest of the fourth round draw? Well, it looks like this. Liverpool's next opponents, Burnley host Mansfield Town. It's Norwich against West Brom. Port Vale versus Bristol City. Grimsby, of course, they knocked Manchester United out of the Carabao Cup earlier on in the season. They will face Wolves. The only other all-Premier League tie, as well as Liverpool-Brighton, sees Aston Villa take on Newcastle. Manchester City will play either Salford, what a tie that would be, or Swindon. That third round tie will take place a week on Tuesday after it was initially postponed due to a frozen pitch. Macclesfield's reward for that giant killing of the holders Crystal Palace over the weekend is another home tie against top flight opposition in the form of Brentford. And to conclude the fourth round draw, it's Birmingham versus Leeds. It's a competition, obviously, which provides real hope of silverware this season, Phil. I think Arne was speaking pre-Arsenal in his press conference, and he was saying, look, there's plenty of seasons where it doesn't always result in a title, but can still result in some incredibly memorable moments with silverware, and the FA Cup could easily provide that for Liverpool this season.
We've seen it with Jurgen, whether it's been the Carabao Cup, we are Liverpool, and we are determined by all the trophies that we win. So and that's why it was lovely to see him. And I know the boss said that it was, necessity to play all of the big lads, but it was just nice to see the bench was full. The bench looked really attractive, and you're thinking that this is great. So the FA Cup means so much to the people. Maybe to the sort of TV cameras and things like that, it's very low. I always think it's a most wonderful trophy.
Absolutely. We didn't want to talk about Brighton too much pre-match, did we, in case we jinx things? But we can safely speak about it now because Liverpool are through, Jay. What were your thoughts on that one? Obviously, a home tie, always good. All Premier League tie is maybe tougher than you want in the fourth round.
Yeah, so early on, yeah, but if you want to go far in any cup competition, you're going to face the big guns or the Premier League teams at some point. So the best bit of the draw is probably that it's at home. Brighton, they are this season, they're not as consistent as they were last year. They're a bit up and down. They have one good result one week and then they seem to lose the next week, which is a little bit like not how they've been over the last couple of years since he's gone in. So yeah, the home draw for me is going to be a big one, but Liverpool are going to have to come up against big guns if they want to go far in this competition, and Brighton are going to be the next hurdle.
Yeah, you'd always back them at home ultimately.
No, without a doubt, and that's why the nice thing. It's Brighton. And you look at sort of all the other games there, it's quite open. There's only the Aston Villa Newcastle game, so there's going to be a couple of, hopefully, Premier League teams going out. And you look at that, the draw and who's in it, you go, wow, you can go quite a long way in this as long as you get a little bit of luck, you get the draws right, and I just love it. Let's make sure that when the Brighton game comes round, so hopefully the boss is going to pick another good side.
Yeah, there's plenty more Premier League action before that game rolls around on Valentine's Day weekend. The next one up, of course, is back here Saturday afternoon against Burnley, which second from bottom in the Premier League. Jay, dare I say it? It feels like 3 points really should be, but you don't want me to say it.
No, come on. It's too early to say that. Listen.
Would you take a point?
No.
There you go.
Yeah, of course. Depends how the game goes first. Listen, we went to Turf Moor and it was a difficult one. We kept going right to the end, ended up getting a penalty. I know Burnley are in a little bit of a tough situation. They are a good, hard-working team. I know obviously it's been a difficult time for Scott Parker and trying to find the right formation and how he wants to go about it. But, coming here, they're probably going to end up not sitting back as much as tonight.
Yeah.
and as Barnsley did, but you know, they're not going to be jumping forward, pressing us high. Liverpool are going to have to probably break down a low block again, and it's going to be a one where we're going to have to be patient, take our time, but also be very clinical when we get any opportunity in front of goal.
Yeah, it needed a 95th minute Mo Salah penalty that we've just seen there back in September.
Mo, didn't he? Taking it, my goodness, it just so. But listen, Burnley, I just said to you, Beck, that no easy games in the Premier League. The boss has alluded to it. It's going to be another packed defence. You know what it's going to be like. We've seen there, people were saying to me before the game, oh, Barnsley, you know, they play four at the back. They're not going to change, you know, because that's the way they play. No, everybody's playing five at the back. So they're looking and they're doing the due diligence on us. And we're struggling against five at the back, and it wouldn't surprise me that Burnley would be exactly the same.
Yeah, it sparks a tricky looking run of fixtures in the Premier League. I think we can show you the next few Premier League games that lie in wait for Liverpool after Burnley. This is all competitions actually. So after Burnley, it's Marseille in the Champions League, then Bournemouth away, Karabag here in the Champions League, and then it's Newcastle at home as well. After that, it's Manchester City, and then they go away to Sunderland. So I don't want to jinx it, but you have to be taking 3 points against teams like Burnley at home with tough fixtures to come, Phil.
No, would you like to listen? I know you were saying, would you take a draw, Jay? No chance. This is us at home. We should be taking, and I do want a nice sort of 2 or 3 goal comfortable victory in some games, and it's these games we've got to find a way of how to unlock these defences, and City are able to do it. They seem to find a way through defences better than what we do, and I just think we've got to start sort of unlocking that, finding a way how to beat these teams a bit more comfortably.
Yeah, it was very much a tongue-in-cheek, would you take a draw, just for clarification.
No, I did understand that. I didn't realise you were trying to be funny,
just saying it for my own credibility. If that's the top of the Premier League table, it's just disappeared. We can maybe bring it back, but just when you look at this, in terms of what your overall hopes are for the season, Jay, I mean, mathematically a title is still possible. It certainly would be extremely difficult. I don't think any team has ever done it with this gap at this stage of the season before. First time for everything, maybe. But what are your maybe realistic hopes for this campaign?
First time for everything. I'll agree with that one. I'll take that one first and foremost. But yeah, listen, mathematically it will be a difficult thing to do, to go and win the title now. So our next best thing or next biggest thing that we need is top 4. This club needs to be in the Champions League next year. So that is a minimum that we need this season. Is it doable? Completely, 100% it's doable. The next run of games, we find ourselves being at home out of 3 out of the 5, I think it is. You know, we have to make Anfield a real fortress, and like it has been for such a long time, pick up 3 points every time that people come here. We're going to have to be real clinical in what we do going forward, and we need to win games of football, and we need that top 4
There's
finish.
a gap opening up between us and Villa, and that's not nice.
Yeah.
You know, the top 3, you don't want them to pull away. So we're being consistent, but not looking sort of as though we're going to sort of smash every team. And I think we've just got to be a little bit better how we put teams away.
Okay, you two, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much tonight. That is all from Tom, OJ and myself for this evening. Liverpool are back, as we say here, in 5 days' time for that next Premier League encounter. It is against Burnley, and it's a 3 o'clock kickoff here on Saturday afternoon. Matchday Live is on air from 1:45 with all the build-up with Tomo. He is back alongside Jason McAteer and Mark Benstead as well this weekend. So, as for tonight, 4 goals for the Reds, 4 different goal scorers, and they are safely into the FA Cup 4th round. From all of us here, thanks for watching. Have yourselves a very good rest of the night. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.